Hey there, everybody. Mr. Quinton here. Just wanted to get you into this lesson so you could see what we did today in case you would like to review it or in case you were unable to see it live. Yes, today's lesson, very simple, very straightforward, and something that I want to make sure we always start the year with, and that is Mr. Quinton's guarantee, which is if you show up, participate, and do the work, you cannot fail. And I know that seems maybe a little easy to say, but it is also very, very important to know. There are going to be times when you are not sure exactly where you stand or how you're doing, or times when you're not happy with a particular class. And it could be any class, this class, a math class, a science class. It won't matter. You're going to want to give up, or you're going to be frustrated, and you're not going to feel like you're doing well. And I want you to always know that no matter what is happening, as long as you show up, participate, and do the work, you absolutely cannot fail. And I want to go over with you what showing up looks like. We got some really good input and feedback from some of our friends today, both online and on campus, regarding what participation and doing the work looks like. But I really want to go over what my expectations for showing up are. And one of the big ones is simply to actually get to class, right? So you need to be in class. And what does that look like? Well, for online learners, that make sure you're actually on the Zoom call, that you're in the place where you need to be so that you can get onto that Zoom call. If you're an on-campus learner, it literally means just making sure you get to the actual classroom you're supposed to be at. In this case, room 213. You don't just need to be in class. You also need to be in your seat. It's important that you're in your seat. And that seat, again, for an online learner could be wherever it is that you find that you're going to be doing your Zoom work that day. Or maybe you have a special place carved out in your home that you are going to be able to do that at. So it's important that you're there. You want to make sure that you have your device fully ready to go, right? So that your device is ready. That might mean that your Chromebook is charged. That might mean that if you're doing your Zoom from your phone, that maybe you have whatever device you're using for the work and Schoology ready, plugged in, and already up and running. You also want to make sure that you are on time. It is so important to be on time so that you don't miss out on anything, because sometimes it can be difficult to catch up on something that you've missed. And it also might mean that it's harder to ask the questions that you need to ask and get those responses in a timely manner. And finally, you just need to be ready to go. So you're in class, in your seat, your device is ready, you're on time, and you're ready to go, ready to learn, ready to engage with whatever it is that you're doing. Next, we have participate. What is participate going to look like? Well, participate's not that hard. We got some really, really great examples from our online learners and our on-campus learners today. We had things like raise your hand, right? That's a really good thing. And that's something that's easy to do in a Zoom call. There's even a button for that. You can do that in class, raising your hand to get there. Make sure that you are taking part in what's going on. It might be a discussion. It might be something like, you know, being involved with your group. Always being able to do those kinds of things. Taking part is important. Looking at people, maintaining eye contact, right? That's always a good way to make sure that people know that you're participating, because you know that they know that you're looking at them. Part of eye contact, something that's really big with eye contact, is also active listening. And that is something that is really, really good for you to be able to do. That's when you're leaning forward, like when you're in those really, really good conversations and you're like, oh, wow, I'm just totally into whatever it is that you're talking about. And active listening doesn't just happen with schoolwork. It can happen with a movie you're into, a television show. It could be a podcast you enjoy. It could be that really good conversation, but you'll find yourself nodding along and like agreeing or shaking your head when you disagree. but you've got that eye contact as well. Some maybe like focusing on what's happening. That's something that you can do to show that you're participating, right? To really just pay attention, right? That's another way to say pay attention. So those are really good ways to demonstrate that you can participate. Doing the work. You know what? Doing the work also can show that you're focusing on what you're doing. Giving time, taking your time to really, really do those assignments and stuff that you're going to have. It can be doing the work, can really be making sure that you answer every question on a test, even if it's a guess. That's right, folks. If you don't know something, if you should study. It's absolutely important. Oh, study was another one that came up in fourth period. That was a really good way to show that you're doing the work. When you answer every question, if you don't know the answer right away, skip it and come back to it when you're done. And if you still don't know, then take a guess. Taking a guess at it is giving yourself at least a chance to be right. And it shows that you're not giving up, right? Doing the work is also not giving up. So there are some really great examples there. And if you could come up with some examples of your own, that's fantastic. If you'd like to use these examples here that we've got and that have been discussed in some of the classes today, then that is fine too. But your challenge, your assignment today is to simply provide at least 4 examples, preferably more, but at least 4 examples of what showing up looks like, participation looks like, and doing the work looks like. And again, you can use these exact examples if you would like, as well as come up with whatever you have for your own, as long as there's 4 or more. And just go ahead and get that submitted, and that's all you've got to do. Very, very simple, very easy. If you need any additional help, just let us know. You can send me an email at mquinton1 at kleinisd.net. You can also send me a message in Schoology, and that's another good way. So I hope that this has been helpful. I am so excited that we get to share this time together. We'll have lots of fun and engaging activities as we move throughout the year, and I'm just so excited to have y'all with me. And I hope you have a great day.